Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
And be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he will find his man on the outside. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
And the Bears first down.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Herbert will get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
Herbert's pass complete to Cole.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
A gain of 3 yards.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame. I hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
The first carry now. This is Williams. A good burst there. Gets him 7 up to midfield.
Number 38.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up with 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Inside the 15-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A throw over the middle, taken in. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And he'll give it here to his running back. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
First down, Chicago.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion from Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Herbert, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
3rd down, and 4 yards to go.
Herbert back to the air. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
They're in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
At their own 32.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. They begin the drive with Williams. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
3rd and 2.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Williams,
the running back,
credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Made at the 44-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Williams, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Taken down behind.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Williams. And he gets us to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going to try and throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And this is taken in at the 5. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop him with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Williams will try again. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
There's not much as perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go.
Bears nothing.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. They're able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They were winners last week, defeating the New York Giants. They lead this one as well right now as they come up 1st and 10. They start the second half here with Williams. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
It's 3rd down and 6.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
30-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to loft it, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Manning, he hits him in stride. And they'll get this down to the 10. The catch and run good for 18 and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
Slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing
blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Khalil Mack.
I know that we've seen their share of struggles, and the quarterback's been hit a few times in this game, but this one can't be put on the offensive line. They gave plenty of time to throw the football. I think ultimately he has to be a lot more decisive in his decision-making and get rid of it and find an open target.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the third.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Don't give him nothing. Don't give him nothing.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 13 yards out. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
A loss of 6 yards.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago. From the gun, Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Why are we doing this?
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
On 1st and 10, Herbert trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Vikings take over 1st and 10. at their own.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 32 on the play. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ballgame and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He got 29 yards that time. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
At the 1-yard line.
They'll run it with Williams. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. With touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. As his guys continue to pour it on. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will find his man on the outside. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. To the air again, Herbert. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert throwing again, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
42.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they got the big lead here in the fourth. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Now for the point.
After for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And a long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. McCann's got it teed up. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Operating from the gun. Over. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly.
He's got a man, complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Today's
A big offensive explosion leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. It allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Vikings, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the